Let's talk about culture shock. I'm from Germany, somewhere in the south. This is my hometown city center. In 2016 I moved to Nagano City, Japan. This is what Nagano's city center looks like. And in December 2017 I finally moved to Yokohama in order to start working in Tokyo. Tokyo's city center looks like this. As you can see, this is already quite a big difference. From a small, almost rural town in Central Europe to one of the largest metropolitan regions in the world. However, the first time I came to Japan was actually 7 years earlier. On my 22nd birthday in May 2009, I had been visiting the country for the first time. And what immediately and shockingly struck me was Japanese people actually speak Japanese. And what I mean by that is, finding an English-speaking person is rare today, but even more so 10 years ago. Therefore, if you want to learn a little bit of Japanese, here are the 3 most useful phrases and words you should learn. Number 1, I'm sorry. Japan has a very considerate and polite society, so being able to apologize is essential. Same goes for the second sentence. You should be able to say thank you. Again, being polite is essential. And finally, the third most important phrase is I don't need a plastic bag. I already have enough of them. For example, when I go to the bakery, each bread is placed into its individual own plastic bag. Then this plastic bag is put into a larger bag and they are divided by heated and non-heated items, for example. And then these larger bags are put into a master bag. Needless to say that coming from a region in the world where the excessive use of plastic is being frowned upon and more stores are stopping to use plastic bags at all, this was quite a shock to me. Coming back to the language, foreign languages, especially English, are seen as somewhat cool in Japan, as proven by this graph. Therefore, if a company wants its products to be perceived as cool, they should put some English on it. This, in combination with the often lacking English proficiency, makes for some pretty entertaining slogans every now and then. For example, when I went to the hardware store the other day and checked dustbins, I not only found a clean dust box of every description, but also another one cheering me up and telling me there's a reason to be loved for a long day. There's nothing worse than writing slogans using incorrect language in your products. What? Ah yeah, tattooing incorrect slogans on your body. That's worse. For example, this one saying stupid foreigner, or this one which says barbecue grill. Also, non-Japanese companies use and have used Japanese wrongly for their slogans, with maybe the most prominent example being Superdry, the British clothing brand, who has a history of using Google Translate like Japanese on their products. And currently they have decided to go with Kyokudo Kanso Shinasai, which translates to extremely dry, do it. Another thing that struck me soon after leaving the airport was the amazing service quality. We entered a bus and there were 2 service personnel putting our luggage into the bus. And then, once we left, they bowed until we were out of sight. In Germany, the bus driver, and there would be only a bus driver, no other personnel, would open the bus for us to put our own luggage inside, and this would be it. There are lots of jobs in Japan which I would initially label as useless simply because they don't exist in my home country. For example, people guarding construction sites or guiding the traffic, like this car which is entering the car park with the help of 8 people. The more I live here, however, the more I understand that having these positions is actually necessary from a service quality standpoint, and that not having them would make the experience of living here totally different. A phrase connected to service quality is omotenashi, which is often translated as hospitality. And depending on how it is written, it can be translated as there is no exterior surface. Nothing is hidden. This stems from tea ceremony, which is done in front of the guest. Everything the host is doing is visible. Also there, nothing is hidden. It is not common to tip in Japan, and other than in the West, omotenashi is not done with the expectation or hope on a financial reward. Another proverb I like is ichigo ichie, which means one time, one meeting. It stands for the meetings we have with other persons being unique and non-repeatable. This means for service quality in Japan that there's only one chance to impress a customer and show one's business from the best side. In the West we say the customer is always right, or the customer is king. In Japan they say the customer is God. Looking at it from the other side, what really surprised me when I first joined a Japanese company is this. In Germany, we have a minimum requirement of 20 holidays per year for a 5-day work week. However, most employers raised this to 25 days. In addition to that, we have national holidays. In my region of the country, this would be 14. In Japan, the minimum required number of holidays per year is 10. There are also national holidays, 16 of them, and most of the time you get them off. However, by law, the employer is not required to pay you for this time. That being said, it's the norm to do so. So far, so good. However, Germany is known for having lots of holidays and Japan is known for working a lot. So nothing really unexpected. However, what was surprising to me, always shocks my friends when I first tell them, and would be unthinkable in Europe, is if you are taking a sick leave, you have to use one of your precious holidays to make up for it. This may be one of the reasons why many Japanese people wear masks to work instead of resting at home. These were some of the things that surprised, impressed, or even shocked me here in Japan. There has been much more than this, however, the longer I live here, the more I adapt, the less I can see the differences. Therefore, I'm curious to know, if you have been to Japan before, how was your culture shock experience? Please let me know in the comments. For now, thank you for watching and see you next time.